I'm Leon Poindexter, and we're here today at the Gloucester Marine Railways. Right now we're standing in the captain's cabin of the brig Beaver. As you see, John's done quite a bit of work on the cabin sole, and the sole is installed now. And what we've done here is that these planks are rough sawn planks, and they'll be slightly smoothed over, and this will blend into the ceiling planks. In the middle of it, we have a hatch here, and this space down below here is what they call the spirit room. And the alcohol on board the ship, of course, had to be kept away from the crew, and so it was stored underneath the captain's cabin, and that had to be the safest place on board for keeping the spirits. So that's the spirit room, and that's covered with a heavy hatch. It falls right into place there. The sides of the captain's cabin are going to be rather nicely finished. This is all going to be raised paneling. And I brought a blueprint down we can take a look at. Where we're standing in the cabin is right about here now. And if we look up over in this corner, we're going to see where the paneling is going, and it fits back towards the windows over that platform there. And back in here is where the windows are, and it's going to fit over this platform that's right in here, and that's back in this corner. Then ahead of that, we've got a little small cabin that's going to be the master's cabin, which is just the other side of the bulkhead there. And it'll be just a very small cabin called a sleeping place, and it'll have his bunk and maybe a little bureau, but that's about all. One of the features of the captain's cabin is this rather nice gallery of windows that goes across the stern gallery. And Rob's been working on the trim on the outside of that. And let's go around and take a look at what he's been doing. Well, one of the luxuries that the captain has is this rather nice row of windows across the stern. This is called the stern gallery. Rob's been working on rebuilding the whole transom. We had quite a bit of rotted areas that had to be replaced, and now he's working on the trim around the windows. And we've done this from a lot of research of period vessels and some old drawings and things that we were able to find. Rob's been working on these trim parts in here. We're trying to work out the proportions. We've been looking at a lot of old drawings and paintings, and each vessel, of course, is different. So every vessel requires a different set of trim, and I think we've worked out kind of a nice pattern here. And Rob's just rebuilding this whole area through here. Before, this had some very overcarved, very twisted looking freeform that were just not appropriate. And this is much more period. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode, but I wanted to bring you down to the Eleanor to show you what we've been doing here. We finished sanding the deck, and we'll show you that whole process in another episode.